Go.
Streaming from South Africa to the world. This is the Stonks Go Moon Podcast. What just happened? We break it down so you don't have to.
Welcome everyone to the Stonks Go Moon Podcast. What happens when your government bans crypto and you convince them to launch a blockchain project anyway? Gabriel Jiménez, founder of AgriCash, did exactly that in Venezuela. His fight to build financial fairness in one of the toughest regulatory environments on earth caught the attention of the New York Times. Today, he's here to talk about turning government red tape into opportunity, the future of equitable finance, and how to build where others wouldn't dare. Welcome to the pod.
Thank you so much, Rocco. Thank you for the invitation.
So Venezuela, interesting country. Inflation, 188%. Down, some would say. Still, 188% is absolutely insane. Venezuelan bolivar crashed the other day again for the, I don't know how many,
It has been in occasions for over 1,000,000% per year. And that is how crazy in occasions has been.
And now there's a $50 million bounty on Maduro's head. Maduro said yesterday, "Come and get me, you coward." It's interesting. It's a fascinating country, rich in oil, got obviously massive societal, structural issues. But yeah, where does your Venezuelan story start? And sort of let's get into it from there.
Well, so basically, been since college, been trying to help Venezuelan society. Started in a nonprofit world, then decided to come here to the U.S. and be in the political world. Actually, interned in the U.S. Congress here, and I decided to come back to Venezuela by the end of 2015. With a to try to change the system, trying to create solutions, but actually instead of going to the political world, actually do it from the technological point of view. And that is exactly what I was trying to figure out back in 2016, 2017. What can it be, or how can it improve the life of everyday citizens in Venezuela, where the number one problem, as you mentioned before, was huge hyperinflation. There was very limited also access to local payments or to move money internationally. So that is when the idea and the concept of, but what about if we start using crypto instead of the local currency to solve and address these problems, and where that bug in many areas of the crypto world has been taught theoretically, but in Venezuela was kind of like a perfect place to use these tools and to help directly society that effectively needed.
And how did you do that? Because I can't imagine them being very pro crypto. At that time.
Exactly, and especially at that time, all the news that were around were about, hey, crypto, the government is against crypto. They're like sending to jail people people that work in crypto. And those were the news. And you can understand it. Crypto is free market, is capitalism. Venezuelan government is socialism, capital controls. They want to control every aspect of your life.
Yes.
So that makes sense and it's a logical thing. But one of the things as an entrepreneur and as a builder, you need to be a good observer and separate the noise from the facts. So I started looking to see if the government have ever talked about crypto in 2016, 2017. And I never found anything. They have never talked about crypto. And then when I was looking into the law, there was nothing illegal against cryptocurrency. So I was curious, but why then everybody's talking that the government is against crypto? Because they haven't talked about this. It's not illegal even. So what is going on? I started to question.
Who was talking? Was it the media in Venezuela? Was it sort of rumors, or what was it?
It was a mix of local media and international media, because in fact, many people were actually sent to jail because they were dealing or working with cryptocurrency. So that is when I get curious and said, you know what? Let me go directly to the source. Let me go directly, not to the media, but actually to the people that have been in jail to understand what's going on.
Okay.
So
and what did they say?
When I started talking about them, my first question was like, how did you get out if the Venezuelan government is against cryptocurrency? Like, why am I talking to you? You know?
Yeah.
And telling me, well, you know, I have to pay $10,000. Another one that I interviewed was $5,000. Another one that I interviewed was around $3,000. And it's like, I started to notice a pattern.
There's a pattern, yeah.
Like, you know, if the Maduro or the Venezuelan government wouldn't want to be, like, there will be no money that you will be able to pay to actually get out. You know, there's people in Venezuela that have 10 years, 5 years in jail. And it was like so clear to me. This is like the classic blackmailing pattern from the Venezuelan police. Remember, Venezuela is not only like, Maduro, like it's a whole corrupted system in general.
It's not one person, right? It's the whole system, yeah.
The whole system, exactly.
Yeah.
So in the whole system. So it was like these people is just taking advantage that this is an unregulated area, that there is no pronunciation from the government around it. Those policemen, you need to understand their economic incentive as well. These policemen are earning about $1 per month. That is that was their payroll equivalence. So they're like doing everything that they can, doing very bad things.
Yes.
In most occasion, and they are taking just advantage of the situation because they know that you have money because you're dealing with crypto, and they're like then blackmailing you in order to they take you and then they take you out. They're like taking their position for advantage. And it was so clear to me that in a world, in like especially in a country like Venezuela, you wouldn't be able to implement solutions in crypto unless it will be seen positively by the Venezuelan regulator, by the Venezuelan government. That was like the 2+2. Okay, this solution is amazing, and this solution can help people from all of these different things.
But we need to regulate this thing.
Yes, yes. But the regulator needs to at least talk about it politically, not even changing the policy, but talk about it politically. And that is when I was like, okay, I need to actually go out publicly and talk about the positive impact that crypto can have on Venezuela society without any political angle, but directly talking about inflation, international payments, not needing even the US dollar, solving the core problems that the Venezuelan society had. That was a technical solution in order to get the attention of the regulator and try to promote the policy. That was like my original strategy on what I was trying to focus on in order to implement the solutions that could benefit the people.
Your time in the United States, did that help you? Those political ties that you formed there, did they help you on the other side?
And like, it helped me better understand the world. I was a very young person and I idolized the United States political system, and especially coming from a country, I mean, compared
I know.
to Venezuela.
Well, I mean, compared where you're coming from, that's like, but but the United States might be in a civil war at the moment.
Exactly.
So okay. Yeah,
exactly. So the thing is that when I started interning in the U.S. Congress, the first mission or the first objective that the congresswoman at the time told me that was the most important thing for her was to be reelected for the next election. And I was like, oh my God, it's like a whole dream shatter. Like
you saw how this...
Yes. It's not about people, not solutions. It's like, no, being reelected.
Yeah. You saw how the sausage was made. You saw sort of behind the curtain. It's like, no, we don't give a fuck about any of those people. Like,
Yeah.
I need to get reelected. This is your job.
Exactly. And but at the same time in the US, while in the US, I saw how entrepreneurs have built solutions that have changed society.
Yes.
That have drive humanity forward. And just like Elon Musk will say, you don't build a rocket by just talking bullshit and talking what other people wants to hear. You know, there is an actual science to it, to also make it sustainable and so on. I got inspired by that. And I said, fuck it, it's not a political theme. I need to build solutions that are sustainable, that are science backed, that effectively help people instead of trying to deal on the political world. That inspired me, and that what inspired me to go back originally in Venezuela in 2015 with those notions in mind. I originally wanted to be a politician, and to help my people, but I got so shattered by the actual realities of the political world, and my focus was technology to drive change.
Okay, so we come back into Venezuela 2015. Where do you start? Like, who do you hit up? Is it an email? Is it a text message? Is it a phone call? Where do you even begin?
So most of the crypto world in Venezuela at the time was underground, because it was mostly on fear because of all this news and this blackmailing that was happening. I take a different direction, and instead of being underground, I decide, okay, I'm gonna go very public. I'm gonna go on every radio, television, universities, newspapers, and so on. And I'm gonna be talking not about Bitcoin or about crypto going up or buy this crypto or no. I'm gonna talk about the impact in society that this technology can have. So that was my strategy, because I knew that at the end of the day, if you learning actually also from the US Congress, what the Venezuelan government wanted to do was to be reelected as well for the next thing. And in order to be reelected, they needed to try to address the biggest problem that they had in society, that was economy. So I was, putting out there a neutral solution that wasn't political. And I was putting it out there with the hopes that the Venezuelan government will actually hear about it and will be interested on hearing more and exploring more to apply to apply policy to allow cryptocurrencies into the country. That was my framing and how I started going about it, which at the end of the day, that's precisely how it worked. I received a call.
I was about to ask, did you call them or did they call you? So they called you.
No, they called me. They called I received a call to go to the central bank and to go and talk in the central bank about how cryptocurrency can impact society and so on. And that is then where I start to think, okay, now I'm in the mouth of the wolf.
Of the lion, of the
and
wolf,
now that I'm in the mouth of the wolf, how can I make this happen? Because I knew that at core, cryptocurrency doesn't align ideologically with what the Venezuelan government is. Yes. But I had only one shot that I was in just right there. Yes. That is when the whole idea then of the Petro that was a former Venezuelan President Chavez that he died. He talked about creating an international currency back in 2009 that will be backed by oil and will be used by everyone around the world, called Petro. And my point was what? All of this magic that I'm talking about, this beautiful things that cryptocurrency can do, Chavez, that is their ideological now in a way.
Invoked him.
That is what.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. That is what Chavez was dreaming about, and only can be possible if we, with a cryptocurrency, and we need to make cryptocurrency legal in order to make Chavez dream a reality, and we will solve all of these problems, and that is exactly what they bought on. Okay. But as you can imagine, in a couple of months since, I'm being charged of treason to the fatherland and being a CIA agent, being detained by the Venezuelan government, being threatened that I'm going to be disappeared, that they're going to shoot me, and so on, directly from the highest officials in the Venezuelan government. So that's exactly, as you can imagine, a very tough position to be. But crypto became a thing in Venezuela because effectively the Petro was that spearhead that make it possible. Oh, now cryptocurrency is legal because the Venezuelan government is saying that that it's legal. So it allowed it to thrive in the country.
So when did you start Ugly Cash then? In what year? And what sort of was it motivated by all of this, or what's the story?
So I was able to escape Venezuela in 2019.
When you say escape, sorry, that's a loose term that you're throwing around there. Was it in the cover of darkness? Was it like a fake passport? Was it what was that?
Well, I was being monitored in Venezuela and was under. They released me, but I couldn't talk about the Petro as I was under threat by them. Politically, for them, was bad to lock up in jail the creator of the Petro. Yes. So I was under the threat. But then in 2019, they had a very an important political pushback that was happening. There was a president that was recognized by the U.S. government. And at the same time, in March, there were national blackouts in Venezuela. So I took advantage of the national blackouts to actually get out of the country. And of course, that the country that I wanted to, I was aiming to come and to continue building was the US, because it was a country that inspired me to build solutions and technological solutions to help people out.
And then, so in 2019, so you fled Venezuela in 2019, and then you started Ugly Cash. Why the name Ugly Cash? What exactly is it?
So, the goal is to build a system that a platform that is for all people, for all financial services under one platform. That is Ugly Cash.
Okay.
And in order to achieve this, you need to build it differently than the banking model, because the banking model is inherently local, and I need to build a system that is inherently global. So the name Ugly Cash actually comes as an antithesis, as an anti-hero in a way, and to actually be very clear that we are not the financial establishment. This is a complete different alternative. It's provocative because I want you to question us, because we are building this new system using a stablecoin, but the stablecoin is just a mean to an end on the context of the goal of what we're trying to do. So, because the purpose, again, is for everyone to have the same financial services and the same access to financial services all around the world. So that's kind of like the origin of the name, to come with a different, that it will be clear for everybody, this is just something different.
Okay. So people in Venezuela can use it now. Is it up and running, or?
Yes, people in Venezuela still can use it, but we have focused our go-to-market in most of Latin America.
Okay. Why?
Actually, we launched it in Africa. Now we're offering in a total of 30 countries so far. And we are about to release it as well here in California.
Is it focusing on those countries with hyperinflation, or because I keep hearing Latin America, Africa, and I'm thinking failed states?
Well,
or failed economies, or whatever you want to call it.
Let me give you two examples of countries that have our highest levels of adoption so far: Salvador and Ecuador. Those two countries are actually dollarized economies. But
Yeah,
But Olicash
that's actually
is a global financial platform. You can think of it as a Revolut replacement because it offers a multi-product suite, but for everyone on the same way, and it gives you also different advantages that traditional banks won't be able to offer. For example, we offer a 8% APY. That is a very high APY compared to traditional banks, what they can offer you. Many people in crypto, are more familiar to this high yields APY, but we just have Olicash is not at all a cryptocurrency experience or crypto exchange experience. It feels as a neo-banking experience, as a Cash App, Venmo, Revolut, Wise experience, but built with a stablecoin infrastructure that allows the benefits of the stablecoin infrastructure, meaning globality, but also meaning higher APYs and composability of features. Things that are attractive also in the US or in dollarized economies, not necessarily only on inflationary economies.
I completely get you. It's the ideology of crypto, but it's not necessarily crypto.
I will say that it's an ideology of people, not of the ideology of crypto. Okay. I'm not in order to achieve equal access to financial services for everyone around the world, yes. I use crypto, I use banking, I use cash, I use traditional rails. I'm not dogmatic on crypto or non-crypto. I'm dogmatic on I need to improve access to financial services worldwide. I need to provide value to people worldwide. Mm-hmm. That is the goal. And we use, in part, is one of our tools. Crypto is one of our tools, not the only one.
I love it. Last question before I leave, and my little mind of the graph figure goes flying. If you look forward in 5 years, where do you think Ugly Cash will be? What do you want to see? And I know 5 years is a long time, but still, put your futurist cap on. What would you like to see, and when will you be happy?
I wouldn't be happy if we wouldn't be offering equal access to financial services to at least 100 million people around the world. Okay. For us to be a tool of opportunity, not a tool of speculation, or for people to lose money. And the kind of impact that we're trying to produce in the world to reduce the inequality gap by offering everyone the same opportunity, because everyone having the same tools increase opportunity for people around the world. It can be done only if we reach at least 100 million people around the world.
Love it. Gabriel, thank you so much for joining me today. If the listeners want to go and connect with you and Ugly Cash and find out more about your mission, where can they connect with you?
Well, they can find me on X. That's the platform where I'm more active. Directly, yeah. My tag name is actually a stablecoin app. And also via Olicash as well, directly on Instagram. Ugly@ugly.cash is the best way for people to get connected with us.
We'll leave all the links in the comments. Thank you so much for joining us. And to our listeners, peace, love, and prosperity. We'll catch you in the next one.
Shadows rise, the beast is near. The crowd screams, feeding fear. Chains are tight, my soul is bare. Fight for life or end it here. Deep, my heart aligns. No escape from the battle lines. Mercy fades, the roar's too loud. In the Coliseum, face the crowd. Fist to the sky, I'll break the chains. Through fire and blood, I'll bear the pain. In the car
da ba da da wa na na. Feel it burn the beast within. Scuba da ba chaka ka sha na na. Through the chaos I will win. Fist to the sky, I'll break the chains. Through fire and blood, I'll bear the pain. In the Colosseum where the strong remain, I'll fight till the end, embrace the flame. Dum-da-da, shakata, victory is mine. Da-na-na, ba-na-na, wa-na-na. Da-da-da, shakata, victory is mine. Da-na-na, ba-da-da, wa-na-na.